I'm gonna tell you a story. The first thing you have to understand is time does not work the way you think it does. You can call me Oracle because I'm the one who's talking to you. Welcome to the call. Alright. I'm gonna have the Naruto notes to get some sleep after this. So, yet again, Naruto Garori Zarabagi Zaraguni Babadi. Karya, Avisarati, Zroti, Madhyati, Katati, Tejate, Utvunite, Gatiate, Barate, Zroti. So this is actually about casting back to at the end of the last set of steps. I lost sight of one's aim. When I initially caught my aim was actually when I got bonked on the head by the wolf totem. And was basically was like, "Yo, kid, you know this is real, so I'm gonna tell you some important stuff, and you better listen to me. But I know you'll be all right." So, cardio work. I was actually working multiple jobs. I was working at my first gas station job and at a theater at the time. Arisarati. This was around the time I was engaged to my first fiance, and we met a number of ways and a number of different times um, over the course of a wide variety of time. Zeroti, listen. Madhyati, be intoxicated. When I don't know if how much of this, I don't remember how much of the story I told because I know I told the story before, but when I got knocked on the head by the wolf totem, I was watching I was after I had a evening showing of Tuesdays with Maury, and I think, I think, and but it was like at a theater, and I was at like a friend's house who was part of the crew. I don't think she was part of the crew for that one, but like that was at a friend. She was going to a party later and stuff, and I'd had two beers, like the equivalent of two beers, two Smirnoff Ices and and like a joint. So I was I was intoxicated, but I wasn't like wasted. So the Rhodey in this case is a reference to me listening to my friend Motor talking about how um, water is lust and can be controlled. Um, Anger is fire and can be focused, and fear is earth and can be mitigated. Um, this is also tied into a conversation I had with my first fiance at American Stonehenge, where she picked up like a little like twig that she turned into a totem when I was working, because she ended up watching the show that I was stage managing. That was part of our mini Ave Sorati. But she in between two shows she worked on carving this little piece of wood into like a little totem, and she bought me a tiger's eye quartz from the gift shop. And she questioned me about like what element I thought I was weakest in, and I was like, well, it's not fire or water because I feel like those are my two highest and they're pretty much equal. So I'm gonna go with wind. She was like, it's actually earth. I'm like, well then, considering I didn't even think about it, that makes sense. So I went to the bathroom while Detroit Rock City's playing, and I had a katati. I mentally resolved. I was like, all right, I'm weakest in earth. Earth is based in fear. What am I really afraid of? Huh. Is that why I'm weakest in fear? Because, like, I'm not afraid of stuff I should be? So I was like, I'm afraid. And I was like, trying to think about stuff that actually made me afraid. And that was part of what actually, like, um, had my Taijute happen. had me activate. I was like, I heard a loud wobbling sound. I was like, what is that? So I said, I'm afraid again. I heard it again. I sat down. I finished, like, I was done peeing. And so, like, I sat down and I pooped. But I, like, my sinuses, like, flushed. So that would be the, upunite, or the cleanse. And then I grabbed the little totem and the tiger's eye. And, I sat the tiger's eye in the, like, the notch of the little totem. And I held it into one hand. And that is me doing a Garayari line and a Barate balance. And then I sat back to Zrodi, listen to what was going on. So, Dvari Karodi, Azam Karodi, Sambodayati, Dixayati, Avatarati Vasati, Kerasayam Bhavati, Mukari Karoti, Vikarodi, Samun Namadi. Alright, so I can't tell you, like, I put it in these terms to try to, like, convey to you what an intense Anubhavati experience this was. So, Dvari Karodi, employs a medium. Azam Karodi, dream. Sambodayati, awaken. Dixayati, initiate. Avatarati, descend. Vasari 12. Karasayan Bhavati, endure. Mukari Karodi, cause to resound. So, like, it's like the wolf totem dropped wholesale into my avatara and then made the whole thing shake. Zvikarodi, receive. Samanomari, evolve into. Wolf is a nature thing. All nature things inherently are into the whole evolution of like life in general. All right, so that brings me to 21,000 at 25%, and that is the harkening back to me being awoken by the wolf totem, because I said out loud that I was afraid when I actually had no reason to say it. Instincts are a good thing. All right, so these next 2,000 are essentially about my meditation. Makalika Roti, put on sacred cord. Saminde, ignite. Candles and incense. Avaramate, bow down. Zalati, meditate. Avanoti, pronounce. You know, my mantra, the one that I don't share. Asaram Karoti, assume a pose. Niropayati, indicate by gesture. Akrandate. Oh, Akrandate is another word for invoke. Akarsati, draw out of. Basically, that's drawing mana out of myself, and basically from Buddha, because Buddha's like a part of the process. And like basically drawing mana from the candles, from the incense, from the muki, from the Ugana Carpenter's Bench, from the whole shebang. And Vayava Karate, practice sorcery. It's source work. Like, I'm drawing mana from myself to make something happen. Yeah, I'm using a prayer to do it, but like essentially that's what I'm doing. Savate, Zapatam Karoti, Devasa Karoti, Zalati Zroti, Sanam Karoti, Kendra Karoti Kaketi, Lagayati Atavaratate. Alright, so Savate, serve. Zapatam Karoti, swear an oath. Devasa Karoti, offer to the gods. Zalati, meditate. Zroti, listen. Sanam Karoti, wait. Because you can never expect instant results, especially from the gods, and the gods helping you out, like trying to make your magic happen. Kendra Karoti, focus. Kiketi, control. Lagadi, mitigate. Just so to focus my anger, to control my lust, and to mitigate my fear. And Arabatate is to transcend. Transcendental meditation is like one of the main branches of it, honestly. Transcending isn't all it's cracked out to be. I can tell you this specifically from all of the meditation I did after I lost my kid. Dims, that's not funny. After I lost my kid, to try to figure out why exactly it happened. Because, like, I could feel like there was some sort of mantra ball involved because everything happened in such a very specific way. It felt like there was. So, you know, when presented with mantra ball apparently intervening in your life, meditation is a pretty good thing to try to figure out what happened. And transcending is actually a very confusing experience. It just is. It is confusing and enlightening at the same time. And that's all I got to say about it. But that brings me to 23,000 steps, which is way past 1/4 done. Maybe I'll be able to get some sleep next. I gotta go to work in the morning. And I can do more of this after I get some. By which I mean sleep and not booty. It'd be nice if we got some booty. That'd be nice. Anyway, this is Oracle. I'm gonna sing myself out. Dream safely out there. Dance safely. Peace out.